Exercises are a series of movements carried out to sustain or improve health and fitness. People exercise for different reasons. We have a lot of reasons that we exercise. Some people to get fit, some people to get their shape, look beautiful. Some that are sick, doctors will tell them, you have to do exercise. Even if you are not sick, they will ask you to do exercise to prevent all these sicknesses. So we do not need to spend hours at the gym to get fit. So many people are scared and say, until I get to the gym, before people know that I participate in sport. Yes, you can do it anywhere. And we have various forms of exercises. There are 3 forms of exercises. We have the low interval, we have the moderate interval, we have the high interval. The physical fitness is central to the longevity and emotional well-being of the individual. Hardly needs to be debated. Keeping fit has attracted global concern. Many women will say, I don't want to be fat. Or some that are on the other side, I want to get slimmer so that my husband will still keep on looking after me. Exercise is for everybody, irrespective of age. Even if you are 100 years, you need it. Exercise can be done either on a spot or by moving from one place to another. Some exercises are carried out using different machines, either in a lab or gym or at home. Different songs can be danced to exercise depending on the intensity you prefer. On this, I'm trying to let us know that even dance is exercise. Many of us, we don't dance. I want to talk on this. Or walking. These two, it's either you walk or you dance. Make sure you have this once a day. This will help us to solve all these problems. Different songs can be danced to exercise depending on the test. Yes, any song you want, any song is the music that we need. Because the dance is rhythmic, not just any dance. Most of people don't know how to dance. Not just any dance. It is rhythmic. And it could be Apala music, it could be Fuji, it could be hip hop, it could be Christian or Muslim song. It depends on what you want. A minimum of 30 minutes duration may have effect on the body. So the importance, quickly, regular exercise among other benefits, increasing resistance to various illnesses, develop greater mental alertness and aids longevity, improve sleeping pattern and prevent insomnia. If you have this dance or this exercise in the evening, your sleep, when you sleep like this, it should be 8 o'clock before you wake up. It helps prevent strokes. It improves the immune system, reduces high blood pressure, reduces the risk of developing diabetes, fights dementia. If our old people are being involved in physical activities, the dementia level will be low. But we believe, Mama, you are too old. You can't do this, you can't do that. It affects Mama.
She We want to give kudos to the organizers of this conference, that is OWSD Southwest. And then we want to thank the supporting organization, the Oyo State government. Women are the builders of the nation. I know you cannot do but have the man counterpart. Women are the receptacle and of incubation of the future generation. Because without the woman, who is going to carry the baby? And this is the reason for this vital topic, sickle cell disease. For everything in life, we need knowledge. Knowledge is simply knowing what to do. And before you can know what to do, you need wisdom. Wisdom is now doing what you know. And part of the theme of this sub-themes, or the major theme is education, innovation, and technology. In other words, you need the knowledge of what you do to have good health and long life.
One Health, sickle cell disease research, and the Plasmodium falciparum nexus. Because we're talking about the environment where falciparum exists. We're talking about the human part where we human exist. We're talking about this mosquito that goes to that environment and takes a part of the environment by doing something to those things in the environment which are not human beings, and then comes to the human beings. So the three are much interrelated: the environment, animals, and the human nexus. Next slide. I can't do but tell you about sickle cell disease. Some of us, the medical people were here yesterday, so I wasn't going to talk about it much. But today I see I don't have as many, but whatever it is, that's the sickle cell disease. That's what you see on your microscope. That's what you see in the blood. You see red cells that are normal, and then you see red cells that are sickle shaped. And they come to be sickle shaped because there is a change in the genetics. There is a change in the structure of the sickle cell gene. So because of the gene change at the beta 6 position, you find a difference in the shape of the cell. And in the function, there is a difference. So when you go into the system, when we take your blood, these are the kind of things we see. And then we are able to understand whether you have homozygous S or you have just a trait, and so on and so forth. Well, I will tell you that the trait is not a disease. So you find that the difference is what you see there, and that's what causes you that's what causes you the problem. The problem is in the movement of the blood, because they are badly formed, they go into the brain and get clots. In the little cells, in the little veins, they get clots, and they give you the problem, and you have the sickness with sickle cell disease. Now the sickle cell disease is a family, it's a big family. So you can see the family there. It's not just homozygous S, that is SS. People say it's a sickler. It's nothing like sickler. It's either SS or S beta thalassemia or S alpha thal. These are the things you've done to show that it's a big family. Then you have other hemoglobins that are smaller, and they give you comfort for this sickle cell disease. So if you have SD Ibadan, it's going to make you a little bit more comfortable than when you have the SS. So it's a big family there.
If there is no water, you are calling for what? For death. And in some cases, in trying to treat one disease or the other, and if you have very critical attack or disease or ailment, as you get to the hospital, the first thing they will do is to do what? So water is so important. So I want us to pay keen attention to this presentation. Though it's going to be online, it's going to be online. Thankful to COVID-19. COVID-19 has enabled us to do a lot of seminars, workshops, conferences through online. Please, it's still the same as physical presentation. Just be very, very attentive. I know the issue of water is very important. Now we're going to be talking about the treatment for good, especially if you must drink the water. And those of them that are, is it Agbara Estate? I learned they recycle their water. In Agbara Estate, you know, that's an industrial estate. Whether in Lagos State, it's more or less in Lagos. It's associated with Lagos, though it's in Ogun State. I like they recycle their water. So this idea of treatment of water is so important. And of course, even in our homes, they encourage us to buy water treatment facility, no matter how small it is. So this afternoon we'll be educated on the importance of wastewater treatment.
We also consider accessibility to the sample point, and doing that, there's a map of the sampling and sample point. The yearly goals signify the sample points. We also had information the use of plants receives everything from both domestic and industrial wastewater systems and the capacities that the government heritage are doing. And of course, the final effort from that system goes into the wastewater ecosystems of that because it is assumed that it is getting out of question. So then, what did we do? We planted collecting samples for 12 consecutive months, but because of COVID-19 and the closures and all of those, we ended up collecting samples for 15 months just to be sure that if there was a month that we were not sure about. So we collected samples for over 13 months, but the 13 months covered the 4 seasons that we have in South Africa: summer, winter, and spring. We did some online measurements, or on-site measurements, the fluid detect oxygen, the 2 liters of solids and temperature were measured on-site. And on-site also we process 100 liters of the effluent through the 50 micrometer sleeve size. And then we took another 100 liter package of 20 liters and 20 liter and back replicate to the ability to be processed through 20 micrometer sleeve size. And then we collected replicates of the wastewater effluent and the sludge and took the lab for processing, and of course we did the ecotox evaluation in the laboratory. So these are just some little tiny details about what we did with the samples, the ecotox data we analyzed using the ToxSat software with the water and sludge sample collections and treatment using standard protocols. We did sample digestion using potassium hydroxide. Extraction was hypersalinity. methodology density separation. We also put in some quality control measures to make sure that we don't transfer microplastics from our foods, from lab coats, collecting samples, and we try to make sure we are counted for those during the evaluation.
Ọwọ́ ẹ̀rọ ni mo bá wá ìtura mo jẹ́ fáyé látòrí mi dé kan ẹsẹ̀ Adéṣẹ́wà gan ni mí áńgẹ́lì orí ilẹ̀ ló fi mí ṣe.
This is a time where all of us need to move into public service and rescue our nation as women. So, and women in science and the role of women. So I think there's something all of us will have to take from this.
Service delivery, particularly public service, and the role of women. And some of the things that I don't know that I was really fascinated about was the fact that we must always look gender equity. Actually, I'm so glad we didn't use the word equality. I'm one of those who are so much against that word equality because nothing in life is equal. What we need is equity. That is, you provide us all the resources we need to be able to be the very best in whatever situation. And then looking at equity in service delivery, women as providers, we have special gifts and talents, empathy, efficiency, ability to multitask. Actually, it was Ban Ki-moon, one of the former Secretary General of United Nations, who said that any country where you have many more women on boards and in leadership, that you're more likely to have peace in that country. And not only that, you're more likely to have policies that will benefit entire families and communities, childcare, women's support, and so on and so forth.
We foresee multi-stakeholder phase of service delivery as a function of the people involved, the service issues involved, the level of provision of the issue, which will occur at the federal level, the state level, the local government level, and even at the private sector level. And seeing the multi-stakeholder view of service delivery, we say the public service could provide services by acting it out itself or by outsourcing these activities to other agencies. And the multi-stakeholders involved in service delivery include the people, the agencies, and the outcome. The intersectionality of these is a function of different expectations. Such expectations lead to some problems, such as the principal agent problems, complexities, feedback loops, and system dynamics, and then myriads of problems that occur as a result of interaction with people. And therefore, service delivery is said to be important for the smooth running of a system, because when this interaction occurs, then the system will either move forward or be retrogressed. So, what is the use of a social contract? Is it the new term? No, of course it is not. What determines exactly, therefore, the efficiency of service delivery in Nigeria? What determines the satisfaction of the recipient? What is it that ensures that everybody, the service provider and the receiver, does their bit? I believe this will increasingly rely on a shared social contract, given the changes in the Nigerian economy and the Nigerian system. A social contract could therefore be said to be the implicit rule of the game, which specifies the role that a person or a group of persons has in response to the other people. What will I do when I receive service? How do I give service? What do I do when I have not received the service that I am supposed to receive? What is therefore in the grind for service delivery? I say it's the people, the service option, meaning the agency involved, the type of services, the type of assets, all resting on the social contract to make it come out service delivery. Social contract, therefore, in the public sector is very important, especially in the face of changing demography and economic realities in Nigeria. We have a youth bulge, we have so much economic downturns on some side, we have inflation, we have different people requiring different things. Who receives the services? Who continues to receive the service? Who gives the services? What's changed? What has changed in the demography that has changed the face of service delivery? What type of service is available and will continue to be available? Does gender play any role? By how much? This is the crux of this. And then we can go forward. So gender equity is important in the provision and receipt of service delivery. And it starts from where are the women and where are the men in service delivery. And the affirmation action worked in Nigeria. What are the number of women that are able to receive services with dignity and as at when required? So we're looking at this, we're saying women can be service providers, women receivers of service. We want to look at these two. Women as service providers first, and the women as receivers of services. The question is, how many women are able to provide services? And the data evidence has shown that women may be better service providers in terms of the fact that they have empathy, they're efficient because they're able to multitask, they're able to put things together and make it work. However, severe gaps still exist. Severe gaps exist in the female to male ratio in the service sector. Gender-based constraints continue to limit participation of women in service provision. And this is backed by sturdy societies that define what role women can play, what role they cannot play, where they can work, where they cannot do. Look at what it has to say. What is the extent to which females are able to make service delivery decisions? We look at that in terms of labor participation, how many women are in managerial positions, and how many of them are working in the critical service sector. The National Labour Force Survey of 2024 and the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics shows women as consistently limited in terms of employment and being more represented those who are unemployed and out of work. How many women are managers? In fact, the private sector seems to have done better in having women as managers, even though 2011.
Security is a way of life. And you know that in Nigeria presently we have challenges with our food security. You know how much we are spending on food. You know how the weather is affecting our food security. Biotechnology can revolutionize agriculture in Nigeria. And that with biotech, the biotech should be accessible, it should be safe, and it should be affordable. But you and I know that presently biotech products are not that affordable. So we are employing the policy makers that they should make biotechnology to be affordable through grants, through sponsorship, and so on.
To the future of Nigeria and the entire African continent, the harmony of food security, climate resilience, biotechnology, engineering, and artificial intelligence in Nigeria's economy. Like many other nations, Nigeria stands at the crossroads with the convergence of science, technology, and policy must guide us towards a sustainable, equitable, and prosperous future. The harmony between food security, climate resilience, biotechnology, engineering, and artificial intelligence is not just an academic concept. It is a practical roadmap for our nation's economic transformation. Food security is the bedrock of any economy. In Nigeria, agriculture is more than just a sector. It is a way of life for millions of people. Yes, despite our vast agricultural potential, we continue to face challenges as low productivity, post-harvest losses, food insecurity limits. Addressing these issues is not merely about increasing crop yields. It's about creating a sustainable agricultural system that can withstand the pressures of a growing population and a challenging climate. Nigeria is highly vulnerable to the impacts of climate change. Our agricultural systems and communities are at risk from desertification, as we see in the north, to flooding in the south. Climate resilience is about building systems that can adapt and thrive in the face of these challenges. It's about implementing sustainable practices that protect our natural resources while ensuring that our agricultural productivity remains huge. But technology, as we know, offers us the tools to revolutionize agriculture in Nigeria. We can significantly enhance food security by developing drought-resistant, pest-resistant, and nutrient-rich crops. But technology also opens up new avenues for research, for innovation, and entrepreneurship, creating jobs and driving economic growth. But to fully realize its potential, we must ensure that biotechnology is accessible, is safe, and is aligned with the needs of our farmers and consumers. Engineering being the backbone of infrastructural development and very important in building the infrastructure of progress. Engineering solutions are critical to supporting our agricultural sector, from irrigation systems to transportation networks, from energy supply to storage facilities. Modern engineering also brings technological innovations that can increase efficiency, reduce waste, and improve productivity. As we continue to invest in infrastructure, we must also embrace smart engineering solutions that are sustainable and scalable. With artificial intelligence, is the catalyst for integration. Artificial intelligence, being the catalyst, can bring all these elements together. AI has the potential to transform agriculture in Nigeria by optimizing supply chains, predicting climate impacts, and enabling precision farming.
It has all been worth it seeing a very successful conference and seeing all our faces. Now, what's OWSD about? Many of you know now. But it's just to repeat it that we are a body of professionals. We're women in science. All of us from different fields of science. That makes up OWSD. And the aim or the vision and mission of OWSD is just research, collaboration, mentoring, and then information sharing. That's what OWSD is about. It's not a social society. Do you understand? Not jamboree. There are times we have fun. How many of us had fun this morning? I had fun dancing. Yeah, so we're not just always just serious-minded. We also do, we get time to chill, as it were. But please, I want to encourage us, let all our branches remain strong. Let us remain focused. We belong to many professional organizations. You know how it is in your professional organization. Let us not turn our branches to, what we call it, just stay focused. Do the webinars, do the seminars. Get one of you to give a talk. People share their experiences, how they applied for this grant or the other, how they got it, and then you get encouraged. Then in a meeting like this, you get to see, I have seen so many in different fields. It has been an opportunity to, get their contacts. I want you to mentor me. Please, this is my research area. Or you meet somebody who is like a colleague, you can collaborate. That's what OWSD is about.
Of
serve as in my branch as a member of OWSD Nigeria National Chapter. I promise to work harmoniously with the members of my branch and the Southwest Zone, ensuring that we pursue the vision and mission of OWSD Nigeria Chapter. These are collaboration, research, mentorship, and information sharing. This I will do to the best of my ability. For the good of my branch, the Southwest Zone, and OWSD Nigeria. So help me God.
Don't walk, you don't try. You supposed to be jai. Kilo come, you come, person matter, person we don't mind. Boy, when I land softly on the sofa floor. So far so good, koni bajo. Let me see you, oh lo lo lo. Let me see you, oh lo lo lo. Bukao, let me bukao. Let me see you, de buga, oh lo lo lo. Let me see you, oh lo lo lo. Bukao, let me.
Just like that's how it is, 'cause we have strengths and weaknesses. I'm vision, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. Stand up for the champions, stand up, stand up for the champions, stand up. I don't care what they say. Koloba, we fẹ́ ọmọ yìí. Oyin ti wá tó ní sàlẹ̀, mo fẹ́ ọmọ yìí. Oyin ti mo tó ra ní èyí, bọ̀bọ̀lá ní sọ́lá, bọ̀bọ̀lá ní èyí, bọ́lá mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ bọ́lá ti tó. Sílẹ̀, bàbá wọn ká tó lè lọ. Koloba. Ìdèrè ọ̀gá òun. Ìjọba lẹ́yìn náà lè jẹ́ ìfẹ́ ìyàwó mi. Síbẹ̀, àbáwọn tá a lọ́wọ́.
jealousy. I don't care what they say. Kabila.
Show me your true color. What's my own color? No more than just the love. Cause you suit me past the love. My hello. Wake up! So far so good, I'm in my job. Let me see you, let me see you, let me see you, let me see baby, when it's all cool, don't try to keep on go. Make them throw me box, baby, I go take it some go. If they make them talk go, make them talk too much, so make them throw me box, baby, I go take it some go. If I ever had you, girl, I'm sorry. Oh my baby, don't go leave me for lose again. Say my Annabella, say now only you they call me on. But I know say carry my money, make me come for me. Baby, when it's all cool, touch my wicked one go. Make them throw me box, baby, I go take it some go. If they make them talk go, make them talk too much, so make them throw me box, baby, I go take it some go. If you make you do go, yeah, take anything when you want them to come do. Money too long, you get back to. I know say you dey feel me, so no go dey mess up. Girl, you dey reaching me one time, baby, dey baby, baby. Now that's where you want to go, baby. Girl, if you ever want my heart, that thing go change me. You say it go change me. If I touch your body, make you touch your dimension, nigga.
Girl, your love can make me up. You like that as I go. If I come inside you, you carry my